Look at that smoke. They don't seem to have gotten it out at all.
No traffic is coming in that direction.
Yeah, the entire time we've been here, even when we stopped at Baker, there wasn't a single car going that way. So it's been a good 30 minutes probably, at least. Traffic is moving again on the interstate. It's been closed all weekend. They finally opened it back up. But here's our view. We're getting ready to leave. It's about 10 o'clock. Checkout's at 11. That's what the pool's looking like today. It's been pretty dead here. Most of the time we've been here. It's not very busy in Vegas right now. There's the Conservancy right there. We went there earlier this week. Check that video down in the show notes. But we're getting ready to head out. Heading back over those mountains over there. Going back to LA. One last look at our hotel room. That's what she looks like. I'm taking that bag with me. If you want to see the full tour, definitely check down in the show notes. This is one of the best parts about the trip, was the hotel room. The Bellagio was a great stay. And again, one last look at that pool. That is a beautiful pool there. Alright, let's head down to valet. See how this goes. Kind of reminds me of like a Fabergé egg. I don't actually know what they're supposed to be, but it's what it kind of looks like. We're waiting in valet for the car. Macy's called it. They took our luggage. And once we get the car, we have a card we're supposed to give them. They're supposed to bring our luggage. We'll see how that goes. Got the stuff. Loaded it all up as best we could. And we're heading on out. Talk about the Audi in a little bit. It just seems a little smaller than the actual car, which is weird. But here is the strip as you come out of valet. It's interesting too, you gotta remember that you have to check in the valet ticket even though they just picked up your stuff, and then go and check the car return. There's a lot of like steps, I feel, and everything.
I think there's ways they could have made that seamless, and they're just making you do a lot of extra work for them.
Yeah, and I asked the guy when he picked up the luggage, I'm like, so I just go down there and wait for you? He's like, well, no, someone else will come and meet you there. I'm like, oh, okay. He didn't say anything about having to go to the desk and check in or anything. And I literally asked him, so who knows. But we're heading out. One last look at the Vegas Strip.
One more time.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto West.
Who knows when we'll be back.
Maybe in the cooler months, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe in the cooler months.
Because it is too hot in the summer. Now, when you live here, it is what it is. But if you don't live here and you don't have to be here in the summer, come in the winter. The weather is like 20 times better.
Yeah. We've got to go and mail some stuff back to our house because, 2 months of stuff. We've collected some souvenirs and stuff. We're going to stop at someplace to mail it, and then we'll get on the road. Well, 100 and something bucks later, we're shipping some stuff home.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like $110, $120 including the boxes, was not a bad deal. We don't have to deal with it at the airport. Because we would have to buy a second suitcase, well, technically a third suitcase, and pack that suitcase with all the things. And that's just one more bag that we have to keep up with, and we don't really live like that.
Yeah, so sent that back. It was a pretty easy process, really smooth at the UPS store. Everything like that part went well. We're sort of further away from where we're going than we were, but not by much, because we kind of had to go out of the way. There's a few UPS stores, but they're kind of weirdly placed. We found that issue out when we lived here and we were trying to set up a mailbox. There's nothing really close to the strip for some reason.
No.
But we got it all packed up. We got the car. We figured out how to put the seat down in the back. I don't understand. These Audis, like the SUV, is significantly smaller trunk than the car had.
Yep.
And the car had a huge trunk.
Because we fit both our suitcases
and extra stuff.
And we've had 2 Audis.
Yeah, and this one, you can't fit our 2 suitcases. They're too big. You have to put the seat down.
It feels very cramped for a car to be...
For an SUV.
Yeah.
The Blazer was significantly bigger than this one is, which is fascinating to me. I mean, the Blazer is probably, I would say, almost half the price than this thing probably is. it's always interesting. We rent so many cars. We get to get a bunch of different experiences. We try to share them with you guys just because I know a lot of people don't have the opportunity to rent as many cars as we do. So we try to share kind of what we're going through.
And we also wanted to give the Audi SUV a try because we were considering possibly this style of car, and so far I'm gonna say it's a no for me, boss.
Yeah, we love the Audi Quattro car, but not so much for the SUV. It just seems cramped. But we're gonna hit the road, head towards Vegas, see what else we can get into on our way there. At our favorite Mexican restaurant in Las Vegas, Juan's Flaming Fajitas. We've done a few reviews of it. Check down in the show notes, I'll post them. But we love this place. You used to have a reservation. It's pretty empty, but it is early on a Monday morning, so. And we'll talk about our experience in Vegas when we get back in the car. Made it back to the car. You hear the air conditioning blasting. It's 106 degrees outside right now.
Whew, spicy meatball.
We're gonna go back through Death Valley again.
Yep.
So it's gonna be warm. We'll see how the Audi handles it. The Chevy did pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully it does good. Otherwise, it's National's problem. It's not my problem. But we're gonna hit the road back to LA. Maybe make a pit stop somewhere in the middle. We're not quite sure.
Yeah, let's get on the road. But Juan's amazing. If you're here, definitely check them out. There's got at least 3 locations that you can check them out, and they're really, really tasty.
Tableside guac is my favorite.
It was only $60 for 2 orders of fajitas, an app, and then
drinks.
Yeah, 2 drinks. Pretty good. All right, let's get on the road. Leaving Las Vegas, y'all. See the dust storms in the distance.
It was a good time. We'll be stopping, I think, at Alien Fresh Jerky just to kind of see how things are moving along there.
One last look at Buffalo Bills as we drive past. Nacy said off camera I probably won't be here next time we come back, so I really would have liked to ride that roller coaster one day, but he's gone. He's gone. And they had a flume ride too, which looked very cheesy, but I still would have rode it if we stayed there.
Yeah, it's crazy what Vegas used to be.
Yeah.
And even like these outskirt hotels, what they used to be.
Right, they were trying to incentivize you to stay there, and now, I don't know. It's really weird.
Whiskey Pete's.
Whiskey Pete's. There's a fire in the distance over there. See it smoking up kind of in the camera. But it looks like it's pretty far away from the road, so we shouldn't have any problems once we leave Baker. To our right here, coming up on Baker. Been here a few times in the past. Check out in the show notes. We've done different restaurants and stuff. We went to the Mad Greek. We've done an overview of the town. We went to Alien Jerky at least 3 or 4 times now at this point. I'm interested to see what the hotel looks like. I really am looking forward to that eventually opening. Baker, California.
That looks like a fresh paint job.
It does. See out there, there's part of the hotel right behind the trucks and stuff. See it coming up. Here comes Alien Fresh Jerky. Jerky, everybody. Nice, you notice it looks like they put a fence up. Yeah, that's weird. I think you'd spend time just finishing the hotel, personally. Fascinating. Look at that. Again, I've never seen the time travel station open. Wow,
Yeah,
there it is. They definitely put a fence up. You can see the hotel in the distance. I'd want to stay in the ship, personally. I think that's pretty freaking cool.
Right? The ship's pretty sick.
Yeah. That is neat. Again, if you've ever seen the food station open, let me know. I ask every time we come. I've never had a comment say they actually ate there or anything. You can see it back there. Pretty cool. Let me go back in the actual building for Alien Fresh Jerky. This is a big alien robot sign. which is really cool. And then there's Alien Fresh Jerky to our left. It's got a wide selection of jerkies as well as like sodas and stuff. It's definitely a fun little tourist stop.
We're actually going to stop probably because traffic is all backed up right now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a breather. We gotta get gas too, so we'll get some snacks and we gas.
Yeah. Just got out of the store. If you want to see what the store looks like on the inside, definitely check down the show notes. I'll link one of those videos. It hasn't changed since the last time we were here, really. Nacy did get some grass-fed, premium grass-fed honey teriyaki beef jerky. That'll be interesting. She was interested in that one. She's on a dried, freeze-dried. She got one air blast. She got one space burst. And then she got some gummies, some sour gummy mix. She's officially in the car.
That bathroom is a hot mess.
Yeah. It's not very clean.
Are we talking about the goodies we got?
Yeah, I'm just showing everybody the goodies we got.
Got some freeze-dried candy. I'm gonna assume that these are like the mini Starbursts because it says Space Burst. And then I think these are Skittles that say Air Blasts. And then something salty.
Yeah, grass-fed, you got the fancy one.
And then some sour gummy mix.
Good selections. We gotta get some gas, and then we'll start to hit the road. It looks like they're moving, so it looks like the fire's on the other side, so hopefully that's the case when we get back on the road, but we'll find out. That fire we saw in the distance, still not to it. It looks like it clears up once we get past it, but it's gonna take a while till we get past it. Look at that up there. It's just smoking. It's supposed to be a semi on fire according to another social media post I saw. Creeping along.
My guy got pissed because the Cadillac went by past everyone. So now he's going to try and block that, which, hey, you do you, bro. I'm in a rental, so I don't want somebody slamming into the back of me, but...
Audie's doing pretty good in the traffic. The heat, it's gone up a little bit on the water temperature, but not very much. But look at that smoke. They don't seem to have gotten it out at all.
No traffic is coming in that direction.
Yeah, the entire time we've been here, even when we stopped in Baker, there wasn't a single car going that way. So it's been a good 30 minutes probably, at least.
I don't know if their plan is to just let it burn out.
Maybe they don't have water to put it out, or whatever kind of chemical fire it is. Who knows? People keep passing on the right and the shoulder. It's an interesting experience. Yeah, look at that fire burn. Hopefully everyone's okay. We have recirculated the air in the car, so hopefully it won't stink too bad in here. Especially since you know we're going to get stuck for a little bit. Because everyone's got to see it.
The 12th wonder of the world.
Just burning. Burn, baby, burn. Just go inferno. Oh, there's a fire truck. But it does seem to be like they're just letting it burn out. I don't see... Yeah, I don't really see anybody spraying it with anything. They're just kind of cordoning it off and letting it burn out. I wonder what happened. I'm honestly surprised it's still burning. I can't, I would think it would have burnt itself out at this point.
Hopefully it wasn't a car accident.
Yeah, oh my gosh, there is nothing. You couldn't tell that's a truck.
Whatever was there is gone.
Yeah, there's just like a pile of stuff in the front. I don't even know what the back has. And then you gotta wonder what they were transporting. That leaves a new level of investigative skill. So there's the tower. He just came a little while ago. And I guess he's just waiting till it burns out. Yeah, they're not doing anything. They're not spraying it, they're not doing anything. Wow. That is toasted.
The fact that it's off the road makes me think it wasn't a car accident.
Hopefully. Alright, now we're gonna go through this black plume of not good stuff. Since again, you have no idea what was in the truck. Look at that smoke. Look at that. Wow.
There you go.
That's,
Nothing left.
yeah, there's nothing left. It is just nothing. San Bernardino.
Yeah, you just kind of see like the back end of it. There's the back end of the trailer back there.
Yeah. And there's traffic just built up. Oof. Look at that traffic on that side. Wow. It's just a bunch of stuff. And a random truck going the wrong direction. Gotta love it. We're cruising. We're about 2 miles from that wreck, and we're still passing traffic. We'll let you know if we ever get to the end of it. I imagine it's going to be at least an hour or so worth of driving before we hit the end. Hell, it might be all the way backed up to LA at this point. Crazy.
At the very least, I think it's backed up to Yermo.
Yeah, it's guaranteed backed up to Yermo, yeah. But we're heading out of Vegas. I was going to do some thoughts on our Vegas trip. So we went there to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. What'd you think of that?
I absolutely loved the show at the Sphere. We went twice, and I'm so glad that we did go twice, because the second time I was able to really, because we'd already seen some of the visuals the first time, going back a second time, you were really able to take it all in even more and notice even more details that you didn't notice the first time around. So if you have the ability to go to more than one show, I highly recommend it. And because this traffic is so backed up, people are turning around. It's a little dangerous because they're just like pulling out into traffic. This is crazy. But yeah, overall, I thought the show was fantastic. We got to do the garden table at Michael Mina, which that wasn't like our intention when we went to Vegas, but we just happened to look up reservations, and they had open reservations for a night we weren't busy.
Yeah, it was pretty wide open. So if you're interested in doing that during this session, it's for sure just wide open.
And the menu was delicious.
Yeah, the food was great. You can check that out in the show notes too. We got a whole video dedicated to that. Great food. Really great food. Really great service. Had a great time there. It was fun being in the Conservancy. We also went late at night to the Conservancy, so we got like a late night view of the Conservancy, which was really cool experience too. If you ever get a chance to go at night, it's really fun because the lights and stuff give it a different perspective than the daytime.
Yep.
And it is really worth going too.
It's a whole different vibe when you go at night.
Yep.
And also, if you go like super early in the morning, like we were down there around 3-4 o'clock, there's really not a lot of people, so you're not fighting for space to get the pictures that you want. So if you really want a good time to go get some uninterrupted selfies down in the Conservancy.
Yeah, early morning is definitely the way to go.
Now, we also got to stay at the Bellagio.
Yep.
This trip, which has been on our list of hotels to stay at, and I have to say they met my expectations, if not exceeded them just a little bit, because everything was seamless. Yeah,
legit tip there is they do turn down service. It's included in your amenities fees, so if they're not doing it for your room, definitely call down and make them do it. We got it one night, and then for some odd reason they never came back and did it again, which was a little weird. The room, though, was one of the brightest rooms we've had in Vegas. I mean, it was actually livable. Like, you could exist in the room without feeling like you're in some kind of cave that you can barely see.
And, like, I didn't feel like I was in a dark cave at night, and I didn't feel like as soon as the sun went down that I was going to be living in darkness. Like, and we weren't even in a suite. We were just in your standard room, and yeah. I felt like the room was spacious. I felt like the bed was comfortable. You said the shower pressure could have been better, and I have to agree with that. I think it could have had a better shower head, but outside of that, I will definitely stay at the Bellagio again.
Yeah, and then we got some Juan's Flamin' Fajitas today. We didn't venture too much off the strip. We did go down to Lago, which was a great restaurant yesterday before the concert. That is a really solid restaurant too. But we sort of stayed to the Bellagio.
Which was really nice. And all of the food we had at the Bellagio, including room service, were fantastic. I think your steak dinner was a little off, but overall, all of the other meals that we ordered through room service were fantastic.
Yeah, the room service steak was overcooked. Bad. It was well done. I typically get mine medium rare, so it was really badly overcooked. But still, it was still tasty. It was just not what I would prefer. But otherwise, they were really, really good. Oh my gosh.
He got his truck stuck.
Yeah, he got his truck stuck. So now he's like halfway out in traffic. I hope you guys saw that. Now he's like halfway out in traffic. I get it. It sucks. Oh, we actually getting to the end now. Yeah, we're actually getting to the end. I'll show you that. It's the end. We made it to the end, y'all. We've been driving for a good 10 minutes. I honestly thought it would be further back. But 10 miles is pretty far.
Feel bad for those guys. They're going to be there for a while.
Yes. Hopefully they get the fire out. But again, so you enjoyed being back in Vegas.
I did. This is always such a pretty view. This one where you like come up over the clearing and you just see desert mountain.
Yep.
It's so pretty. But yeah, I love going back to Vegas. And I would stay at the Bellagio again. I felt like it was chill. They still had games, like they still had card tables and they still had slot machines, but I felt like that wasn't the main focus of the hotel, which I really enjoyed. I thought the pool was gorgeous, so I would definitely go back and do a pool day. We decided not to go do a spa day, and instead we went to go see another Backstreet Boys show. And I would go back and just spend like a whole week, like not really leaving the property. I would have a spa day, I would have a pool day, I would have a fancy dinner day. You can do it all there.
You can. And we're making our way to LA. We finally got past that traffic. We're starting to go away. I should say the traffic's starting to die down, so hopefully it'll be a smooth sailing the rest of the way, but we'll see what we get into. We were wondering why the traffic ended so early. Figured it would be longer than that. And sure enough, they're diverting them at the last exit. I mean, you can continue on, because we saw people doing it, but most people seem to be turning around.
Yeah, this is a way for them to kind of turn around without having to drive through the desert.
Yeah.
They can get off and get back and go out to Irmo and I guess wait it out, or
head back home. It ain't a rush. I'd be going home personally. That's our views. Second fire of the day. Not sure what that is. Let's see when we get a little closer. Sure it's not Pegasus?
looks like it might be by Eddie's World, but I'm not 100%. We just passed the sign for Irmo, so.
Yeah. Hopefully not. That's one of our favorite stops along this road. It's a nice little place to grab some snacks when you're on the road trip.
It's a little further back.
Yeah, it's a little further back. There's puffs of smoke though. Man,
Let's smoke them.
that's the second fire we've seen today, y'all. If I had a nickel, it'd be weird that it happened twice. Cruising with Lost Girl.
It's definitely one of the more prettier scenes.
Yes. We were actually driving this one day with Nacy's sister.
Yeah.
She did not enjoy this drive at all. We had to switch drivers.
She panicked right around here.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god. I'm like, you're fine.
I just gotta get over. Can't be over in this far lane. We gotta slowly make our way over so we can get off. Kind of past, we can see in the distance we're on the other side of the mountains finally, heading towards Pasadena.
Pasadena.
It's been a very trafficy day today, especially for the other people.
Yeah, the opposite direction has definitely been a very full kind of day.
Yeah.
Just grateful that we didn't have too many delays today.
Yeah, our trip out to Vegas was actually really smooth, really fast. It's probably one of the quickest trips we had. Now it's crazy out there. Tons of fires, tons of weird things happening.
And now we're hitting LA right around rush hour, so
Yeah.
take that for what it is.
Yeah, so thanks to the delays, we'll definitely be having some more delays. But get Nacy's bag, get to the hotel, check in, then Nacy may go out later and do something else. Made it into our hotel room, kind of getting set up for the week. Nacy's placing the Instacart order. If you want to see the full review of this hotel, definitely check down in the show notes, but we're just kind of getting set up right now. Next is dinner. We might go out and grab something, we might order in. Stay tuned to find out, but otherwise we're just getting ready for this week. As soon as it's over, we're heading back to the East Coast. Well, that concludes our fire-filled trip back to Santa Clarita. I hope you enjoyed the trip with us. It was really fun. We loved going to Vegas. Check down in our show notes for some of the videos we filmed during this trip in Vegas, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see all those. It was an amazing experience going to Las Vegas. Bittersweet coming back here, because when we went out there, great trip. Coming back here, you're a little sad you're going back to work and kind of leaving all that stuff. We really do love Vegas and look forward to coming back there someday. But right now, Nacy's finishing out her contract and getting all that stuff done. I'm just in the room finishing some stuff up and honestly getting ready. We head back to Georgia in another few days, which we're excited for, and finally getting some rest and relaxation on that end. But of course, we're still going to be doing work for the channel. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get notified we do at least 3 videos a week. And we'll come get you for the next one. And as always, ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth. Bye, everybody.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.